How are you... How are you cold again? The power's out. How are you cold again? The power's out. How are they cold again? I took them out. They weren't refrigerated. I don't understand. Okay, sure, whatever, game. That's fine. I'm not gonna complain about magic re-refrigerating my stuff that shouldn't be refrigerated. I can live with that. That is not hurting me in any way. Start putting the eggplant in there too. Hey man, if it buys me an extra day on that food, sure. Because I need to push into the into Ekron pretty soon, or we're gonna be in trouble. Because if I get into Ekron, that's not a big deal, because then I can go from house to house and there'll be more enough canned goods to last me till I can get to the other side. It suddenly makes me think, I'm going to bring up my map. I know the screen's dark, so it's going to be bright. I apologize, but I want to check some. Okay. So, in previous runs, I set up my base here, on the north end of Akron, because with the gas station right here with gas, there's a source of water, put my base in between, the best of both worlds. And I like that because it's kind of center of all the cities. Is there a better location where I can get water and gas nearby? Not really. Do I have an eraser? I don't have an eraser because I want to get rid of that marking there, but we'll worry about that. There's this water, but there's no gas nearby. I think that's really the only place of its type where you have the gas and the water right there. That's anywhere near center map. Because I could go up to Riverside, but then the problem is then I go to Midridge and I have to trek the whole map, versus here I can go no matter where. Like, the worst spot is along this route over here. I guess the gas station is the only place that makes sense for this part. And then basically the idea would be, we go from here, we clear Riverside, then we clear Rosewood, then Midridge, then Muldrow, then West Point. Sometime around West Point, we move our base of operations to like the east end of West Point. Like we'll basically move out of this area entirely, because then we got to work the east side of the map, and that's like the mall, the Valley Station, Louisville itself. Louisville, I'm gonna have to move into Louisville, I think, is the only realistic way. Like, Louisville's just gonna be a, gradual push. I think that list is up to date. Oh, it's missing auto mechanic, which just, I can choose right-click train on cars, and it will just go through doing the clicks for me. It doesn't give me any unfair advantage, it's just saving my fingers a little bit of clicking. But otherwise, that list should be up to date now. I think. I can't think of any that's missing. And this time I did reveal the map. It's not because, like, I know most of the map. It's mostly I'm going, okay, make sure that when we're, like, full clearing and all that, I know where all the houses are to just go and track down each house, wipe it out, all that stuff. Alright, so we're about a third of the way up the road towards Ekron. And I can't tell if you have a fork in your leg, I think? The one had something in it, like, it's fine. It wasn't anything good. It's like a fork or something, not even like a garden fork, like a regular fork. Maintenance 3, I believe. Yeah, maintenance 3. By maintenance 4, we should be able to sustain weapons by just killing zombies. They won't be good weapons, but sustain weapons. Is that the music or the helicopter? I think here's the music. Get rid of these two while they're by themselves. Okay, we go back to clearing. Hey, officer, you wouldn't have to have a nightstick on that side of yours, would you? Doesn't look like it, but I mean, I'd really like one if you'd be so kind. I like nightstick. A lot of them do, yes. It varies though, like if you're using a fireman's axe, it burns a lot of stamina. The crowbar burns a pretty good amount of stamina. Shovels would burn a lot of stamina, but their attack speed is really slow. So they do have a high expense, but at the same time it's not too bad. But yeah, generally speaking, like the long blunt and the axes and all that are pretty high stamina use. You know, with stuff like the short blades being pretty low stamina use, the spears being low stamina use per swing, but they swing really fast. Long blades being fairly low stamina use. What have you got in your shoulder there? I can't quite make it out. Don't tease me. Don't be a bread knife. I think it's a bread knife. It's always a bread knife. I just saw, like, most of the time I've seen a machete, that's usually the way it looks, is like just impaled through the shoulder. I swear they made the bread knives large just to tease you into checking the loot. Oh yeah, one of the things I joked earlier is people saying, like, what weapon do you prefer in your 16x pop runs? And because of how many zombies we're talking about fighting, it's literally any weapon I can find, because we'll reach the point that, you know, we'll use bread knives and butter knives and forks and screwdrivers and all sorts of garbage, because I just need any weapon I can get my hands on. There's just so many zombies to break weapons on. Alright, there's a lot of zombies still, unfortunately. So it's going to be a slow grind up here. That's what I figured. We're just like half a block south of Ekron now. Well, we got zombies moving in behind, so after this one I'm going to go after the ones behind us. Try our best to play it safe. Except we just aggroed again, that's fine, we'll just keep killing. When you're doing these no respawn runs, one way to look at it is not, oh no, I'm fighting more zombies, it's just, oh, there's going to be that many less zombies in my world. Okay. Alright, we'll just keep fighting. How do I keep them from swarming me? So if you'll notice, when I'm fighting them, I'm trying to make sure I'm keeping as much of a distance as I can from different groups to avoid accidentally getting them. And then on top of that, I will try and, like, you notice, I know they're to the west of me, and I know there's a group to the east of me, and there's groups to the northwest and the north. So I went south, because that's the one direction I know has the least number of zombies last I looked. So it's being aware of where the zombies are and going, okay, I want to go back in the way I know I've cleared. That's my quote-unquote safe area. Not really safe, but probably safe. And that's a big part of not getting swarmed, is just take the time to keep backing up in a direction. Another thing is, you'll notice most of the time when I'm fighting, if I'm fighting a group, I'm always backpedaling. Oh, here. There's a couple... Yeah, I'll show you a couple things. Oh, I may not have shown you this trick, little maniac. Or little manic. If you stand on a zombie, zombie's not in the fight anymore. Feeling a little peckish? Have a little salad? It's fine. Don't mind me, zombie. It's cool. That zombie can't hurt me. They're noisy, so I'm going to kill it and make it stop. But that's true if you stand on the zombie or if another zombie stands on the zombie. The only exception being the zombies crawling at you on the ground. Don't stand on those. They'll just bite you. But here, let me show you some settings. So one thing I recommend for everyone who's new to the game is first, this blood decals. If you're going to be playing on any amount of zombie population, choose none. Because unfortunately, every time you kill a zombie, it puts a little blood splatter on the ground. Those never go away. And each one of those is the tiniest little hit to your resources. Now, in reality, most of the time it won't matter. But if you start getting to lots and lots and lots of zombie kills, eventually, no matter what, they do go away. Oh, well, right. They don't go away naturally. You have to do it yourself. But the point being is once you get enough blood splatters, it just kills your performance. The next one is this ISO cursor visibility. I don't remember what it starts on. I want to say it's like 15%. I would recommend 50 or 75%, and I'll explain what that is here in a minute. Some people like to show mouse cursor while aiming. Some people don't. And no, the blood does not go away outside. And then this aim outline, which is what you were asking about, Lil, it starts on none. I recommend changing it to any weapon, because that'll show you what zombie you're going to hit and that it's in range. Nope, doesn't even go away when it's raining. So those ones that I recommend. Now, let me show you what the ISO cursor is. You see how there's that little circle with a line below my mouse? That's the ISO cursor. That's where my weapon is actually aiming. It's not my mouse itself, it's the thing below it. And then another thing about that is, if I have a zombie like right here where the ISO cursor is, I can aim here and I'm still going to hit it. It's just what direction relative to myself I'm aiming. So generally you'll find I won't bring the mouse near my character. Because when you're like right here on top of your character, you can see my character's like struggling to figure out where to go. So sometimes when you're like going for a head hit, you'll just move all over the place. It's better to just aim far away with the zombie between you. Alright, those zombies are moving. I shouldn't be trying to pick this one off, but I really do want to pick this one off, so I'm going to pick this one off. So they're facing my way. I'll go combat stance, walk up, they see me, back off. Yeah, there is a mod that washes away the blood. Okay. Thank you for the hydrate nasal snack. If you bear with me a minute, I'm going to smash this zombie's skull in and take the screwdriver sticking out of their back, because in 16x pop, if I can hit a zombie with it, I'm going to take it. I'm going to hit a zombie with it. Because screwdrivers are actually pretty okay as short blade weapons. They're not good, but they're durable. There's the hydrate. I'm going to kill this group next. But yeah, you'll notice I'm kind of ping-ponging around with the groups. I'm trying to keep myself as big of an area to fight as possible. That way, if I accidentally pull way more than I want, I've got space to work with, that I don't end up pulling more. Oh yeah, I always try and keep a short blade in hand. You'll notice I've got a very, Okay, 1 second. We got Rumshackle is cashed in on some push-ups. I'm going to knock those out real fast. So I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, so ideally I want to split pull this, so I get a couple. No, so like a lot of the advanced zombie settings I honestly don't mess with. I like the way the zombies work right now. I do like them kind of clumping up, because I do find the default is pretty nice, because honestly, when I'm fighting and they're super spread out, it's actually way scarier for me. Like, you'll notice a lot of times when I see the zombie super spread out, I will back away. Yeah, I thought it was a mistake. Because it's much harder to maneuver around. Versus when you have big packs, it's much easier to go, okay, if I move... Here, I'll show you. I'm not going to actually aggro them, but... So, like, I've got this pack here. Let's see. Where'd the other packs? There's like a whole bunch of them up here. So I got a pack here, got a pack here, got a pack here. So I know I can just walk right between these two groups, and by the time they close in, I can get past them. Versus if they're checkered all over the place, I can't be sure of that. Oh yeah. And that's the thing, is I will not drive a car through a town I haven't cleared on 16x pop. It doesn't matter how high or low pop the town is supposed to be, I won't do it. Because even in the quietest towns, it's usually so many zombies, you cannot get through it on this one. You'll hit that one zombie, and then just suddenly you're dealing with the dog pile. Oh yeah. 16 times pop with no clumping, or even on top of that, like, imagine just even arrangement not city focused. I don't even want to think about it, because there'd be nowhere you could go. Because like part of dealing with the zombies is going, okay, we're in a bad way, let's get some distance from the zombies. Alright, we're low stamina. I would really like to keep fighting, but honestly, I feel like I need to back off and recover my stamina, because I don't know when the helicopter's showing up. To stay in the city, yes. With no respawns, though, like, on the super high pops, I can still just keep killing zombies and pushing in. This is how you relax in real life, right? You sit on the ground and spin as fast as possible. I mean, talent, of course. It also involves your digestive tracts, and it's best you don't ask questions. Now, I could skip these packs, but I'm not going to. One, because we intend on killing all the zombies anyways, so, you know, whatever. And then two, if I keep pushing forward, there's a good chance these zombies are going to fall into the area I've opened up behind us. And then I'll back into them later. And that's a good way to get dead. So, just systematically killing all the zombies. Yes. So, fishing is really a good way to get food, especially if you're trying to gain weight. It takes a little bit to get off the ground, but once you do, you can basically survive near indefinitely off of fishing. The only exception is when you get to winter, fishing is very heavily penalized, so you won't realistically catch enough fish unless you're like fishing 7 or higher. And even then, you want to fish at like dusk and dawn and all that during the winter if you want to have any hope of getting anything meaningful. Not often. Well, before they could implement ice fishing, they need to implement ice. Or that food actually freezes when it's outdoors or when it's below freezing. That's when I actually am like, why is that not a thing? And you'll notice I didn't bother with the anointed maps. I never do. Because, like, I'm going to clear everything anyways, so anointed map makes no difference to me. I'm going to clear everything anyways. Alright, so we gained another point in Long Blunt, so we're at Long Blunt 3. Excellent. Every one of those combat skills, we get a point higher, just means we kill more zombies per weapon. Because that's the efficiency I care about at the beginning part of this run. Here. Let's go back. So, if I go back to this body? There's one of these over here. There, the anointed map. So if I were to take this map and look at it, so this is the way the old maps used to look. So you'll notice it's saying, hey, found some gear and fortify this place. So yeah, that's saying this house is fortified. So thank you so much for the follow, Snurk. Welcome to the stream. So it's saying, okay, we got weapons here. And then there's lots of zombies here. So it's useful information, but I'm going to kill all the zombies anyways. So I don't care. Hey, sneaky little buggers back here. Deal with those. We never want zombies behind us. So, like, why are you panic? Like, you just killed like 100 zombies. Why are 2 zombies getting on your edge? Like, what about these zombies is so much worse than the literal hundreds of zombies you fought through? Oh, she had perfume. I get it. Oh, annotated. I'm sorry, not anointed. How many zombies is too much to fight at once? That depends on what your weapon situation is, or your fitness and all that. Like, there are times I will fight, 50, 60, and that's fine. There are times that I'm like, okay, that's 10, that's not what we're interested in right now. So that's very much depends on the situation type thing. I mean, if we're talking guns, it's probably like bullets divided by 4. Because the guns in this game do not reliably one-shot. Yeah, now granted, I don't usually want to fight 50 and 60. Like, so if I'm engaging 50 and 60, it means I've got like a katana or a machete and some decent combat skill, fitness and strength and all that, and then we're just one-shotting almost all the zombies anyways, so who cares? Versus like the crowbar 50 and 60, you're going to be long since tapped on your stamina by the time they're dead. I mean, yeah, but that's because we Superman complex. We have been fighting with like weak stats the whole time, and being able to just one-shot everyone is like, yes, kill them all. Like, there's a reason why it feels great to have the katana when you've got, like, when you have no stats at all, like no long blade or anything. It feels good for that point. But when you actually have, like, long blade 3, a decent amount of maintenance, like fitness 3, strength 4, like that or better, you can just obliterate the zombies. Oh, I do not regret dying that one time. Like I've said a couple times in chat, that death we took when I was using the katana and just going absolutely ham. Like, there are deaths that were very unsatisfying. That was not one of them. It's like, yeah, we died. Probably shouldn't have. It was reckless, whatever. But we just obliterated the zombies. Like, the part I liked that I've talked about wanting to have like an intro / intermission video or whatever. Okay, we just hit them both sides of their head. Just scaring them real good. But where we were standing on like the pile of 100-something bodies and just the zombies closing in from all sides and just blasting them down one by one was a very good moment for Project Zomboid. You usually don't get those experiences. Usually if you're getting hit from all sides, it's bad news. Well, we're getting to the point Ekron should start coming into view pretty soon. Probably maybe one more set of hordes to get past. So we're making good progress. Yeah, I was I was thinking about doing it's like, you know, kind of a things go great sometimes and just have us just annihilating zombies with a shotgun and the katana, just deleting entire hordes. And then things sometimes go sour, and actually having it be that highlight where, you know, I'm obliterating all the zombies and then just overextend, get grabbed, and then just have a whole bunch of deaths that happen really fast. You know, complete with the dialogue for me going, no. Or, you know, the long sigh and that happens sometimes with deaths. But yeah, my intention's for it to be one video that, like, has the ups and downs or funny moments or whatever we come up with. So yeah, when stuff happens that you find amusing or, oh, that's disappointing or really awesome, clip it, please. It helps. It helps so much because I don't remember when the moments happen a lot of times unless it's a really standout moment. I thought this was the one with the axe. I guess it was the one in the plaid up there. Because I'll take a hand axe. You don't have to, don't have to have me ask me about having a good time. I'll have a good time. Unfortunately, pretty soon I'm going to have to back off and we're going to have to sleep again. That is the one biggest thing, is because we're sleeping on a bar stool every night, we're not getting a full night's sleep. Each time we wake up, we're already 1/3 of the way to drowsy. Which is one of the reasons I want to push for the houses as fast as possible so we can sleep in an actual bed. Because there are farmhouses I could drop back to, but the hike from those farmhouses alone, you know, takes any benefit out of it. Alright, time to back off, because we might have to fight a horde or two on the way home, because they move around on you. Switch to our short blade just in case. To be fair, if I'm being entirely honest, axes are probably my least favorite weapon type. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, sacrilege! They just burn so much stamina. So much stamina. And that's specifically the red fire axe is the one. Everyone else pogs out for it so much. I'm like, but it eats so much stamina. Alright, meta event, which way are they moving? They are moving east? Northeast, okay. Oh yeah, when you're high fitness, that's a totally different thing, but I always roll my 0 to hero build, at which point axes are impossible to use on a meaningful level with how little stamina we have. It happens. So I gotta watch this side of us right now, because that's where the zombies are going to be coming from because of the meta event. Oh yeah, there's been a number of times I've had people said, that sounds like such a cool playthrough, I'm going to go try it, and then they'll come back a day or two later, it's like, that is the most awful thing I have ever tried. I will never do it again. Why would you do this to yourself? It's like, hey, that's fair. It's just such a slow start. Oh yeah, the pickaxe is also super rough. Like, it's a good weapon, but the stamina usage is just brutal. Oh yeah, no, I like the pickaxe too, but that's only once I've got strength and fitness to back it up, and usually a good couple points in axe, so it, you know, one-shots a decent amount of time. Because when you one-shot, you can get away with having something that doesn't have a lot of great stamina use. We're also getting to the point that I'm going to start being able to just cut across this field to reach where I'm going and not have to clear everything. Where is this helicopter? I'm expecting it like any time now. Like, I would not be surprised if we get halfway home and it's just like, helicopter says sup. Yeah. I feel like the only problem with starting with gear that's appropriate for your job, as it were, is it would be horribly unbalanced in a lot of cases. Like, for example, the firefighter starting with, like, fire kit, fire axe, all that. I like the garden hoe. Garden hoe's a good weapon. The reach on it is just for days. And it knocks down zombies almost every single hit. So it's just knock down, killed, knock down, kill, knock down, kill. Like, the only time it's disappointing is when you have a huge horde that just won't let you finish stuff. Shovel's good too. I have mixed feelings with the shovel. It is a very good weapon, but it's also a slow weapon, and I just generally have my reservations about slow weapons in general. Like, it is a good weapon, though. Well, that scared the crap out of me. Holy crap, Ziggity Live with a near 500-person raid. Doing a shout-out for that immediately. So, hi, the incredibly ridiculously large group of raiders that just arrived. So first of all, how was your stream, Ziggy? I don't know what Vampire Survivors are, but it sounds like a fun game.